Hey dudes, CI here. So I had my public reading a couple nights ago. I told you about this a few weeks back. In fact, I actually read the section from my book that I did in front of the crowd. There were two groups. My group, which was all a bunch of people reading from short stories and novels, and then a bunch of people from another group. They were all poets. And we went back and forth. Poet, novelist, poet, short story, poet, novelist. It was kind of cool. I don't really care much about poetry, but, whatever. Many people do. It was a good evening. Big crowd. I was the first reader, and I feel I did well. I read from my first novel, as you know. It was the section I read for you a few weeks ago. I was nervous, but it was a good nervousness, a fun nervousness. The book I read from is a couple of years old now, but I still don't have a new one. Still working on it. I'm working on the ending now, and it's driving me crazy, but I'll keep at it. I feel like I've been working on the ending for a while now. I'll get it. It's tough. The book as a whole, the story is a little more complicated than the first book. In the first book, I just had one main character. But in this new one, I've got four main characters, and I go back and forth inside all of their heads. And it's important that when I'm in someone's head, I get their voice right. I don't want character A, I don't want his voice to sound just like character B's voice, or character C's voice. I don't want them to all sound the same, think the same, feel the same. It's got to be distinct. It's got to be separate and good. It's very tough. I don't want to give away too much of the story, but I'll just say that they're all four characters are teenagers. They're all juniors in high school. One character's a drunk, one's a fighter, one's a nerd, and one's a nice girl with a secret. So really a lot of archetypes. Hopefully archetypes, not stereotypes. I don't want them to be cliches. So I hope I'm getting them right. Don't know when I'll feel like it's done. Hopefully soon. And hopefully, when it's done, I'll have somewhere I can go and stand in front of a big crowd and read from it. I'll let you know when that happens. All right, I'm out of here. See you next week.